Okay, so about 2.5 years ago, HiVi came out with a couple of do-it-yourself kits. There was the 2.2 and the 3.1. HiVi was selling them direct, but also selling them through Amazon. At one time, they were below $200 a pair, which was quite the deal, since if you bought all of these drivers retail, they'd be about 250 bucks. So the prices, they're still available now. The price has gone up to about $289. So I found a pair that a local individual had purchased and built, and decided that they weren't to his liking, so looking to unload them. So I took some measurements of the stock crossover and drivers, and then proceeded to do a few modification options. They ranged in complexity from just hanging a resistor across the tweeter to, reworking the crossover, at least within the confines of the original crossover board. And the idea is, so these kits are complete. They come with the flat pack cabinets. They come with crossover components, the nice printed circuit board for the crossover. So as part of my modification, I really wanted to be, for anybody who was modifying it, to be able to use the original crossover board and some of the components. So I wound up, this was the most thorough mod that I did, but we retained from the original the 3 biggest inductors. I think there are 4 inductors total with the crossover. We retained the biggest 3, and we retained the biggest 2 capacitors, and we were able to, the topology was such we were able to still use the same circuit board and just buy a handful of components to replace the tweeter crossover, and then 1 component in the mid-range, I think 1 resistor in the woofer. But the total cost of the new crossover parts is about $25. So it doesn't really add much, but smooths out the response. The stock crossover had about an 8 decibel slope up from the low end to the high end, which, needless to say, made them sound pretty thin and fatiguing. This helps some. The fact that I didn't change any of the bigger inductors means that, if I were doing it from a clean sheet, I might have done a little bit more baffle step compensation. So these sound actually, at home I have about a foot from the wall. They sound about perfect there. They might be a hair lean in here, but they're close.
And you have these modifications documented in a few places on the web, right?
Yep, the Midwest Audio Club forum has the whole modification process and the various options, including these. This would be the perfectionist mod, and that.
It even shows up just on Google. If you search this kit and then mod, your thread will come up.
Yep, and I also have a Google web page, Lean Sound Solutions, and then it shows up there as well. So
cool.
Same right up. That, I think we're ready to go.